Well, that certainly wasn't perfect, was it? My phone fell down. Hey, Cyndilu here. Hi, how are you? I hope your day has been better than mine. Certainly, somebody's day has been better than mine. Um, I don't know if you have. Oh, so I'm Cyndilu, and I help people look at things from a different point of view. I help people get unstuck. And today, I'm the one who needs to look at things from a different point of view, and I'm the one who needs to get unstuck. I don't know if you've ever had a brain injury, but let me tell you, they suck. That's it. That's just the way it is. They suck. I'll tell you why they suck is because everything that you did easy before now comes very difficult. It's hard to, for me personally, I'm having trouble processing. I'm having trouble doing like one, two, three, even setting up, sorry, this live video. Was like, okay, now what do I have to do? Now what do I have to do? But you know what? I can share this way. I can share on live video. Thank you to Coach Glitter for helping me to do that. She's in the middle of a launch soon for her lights camera branding. And I'm so grateful for her teaching because it's allowing me to be here today, right now in this moment, totally imperfect, completely a hot mess. One of the hardest days of probably the last 20 years, like literally just one of the hardest days. Found myself crying and upset and just over the top and dramatic. It's been so long since I've been that way. Oh my gosh, at least 20 years. At least 20 years since I have felt this out of control, this just crazy, just this crazy. I feel literally crazy. And I know I'm not. I know I'm a child of the King. I know God has the power to heal. I know that my brain does not have to stay the way it is. I know that He's going to carry me through. I know He is able, but even if He is not, still will I serve Him and still will I be carried through. And that's what I'm choosing to focus on. I'm choosing to delight in God, to delight in He who is my strength, to be okay with not being okay. I don't like not being okay, and I've been having a really hard time with feeling like I don't want to be not okay. I want to be good. I want to be able to think clearly. I want to be able to be there for my husband. I want to be able to cook our meals, to be with him, to help him. And this week has just been such a struggle. They're trying to give me 2 weeks off, but for me to get 2 weeks off, that means I have my job essentially is right now, aside from my online stuff in ASEA, which I'm not doing much of because I've been so sick. But besides all that, I am a full-time carer for my beloved who has Parkinson's. And I don't know if you've ever been a full-time carer, but when you are, there is no time off. It's kind of like when you're a mother of children and little kids, there's no time off. You don't like take 2 weeks off and just rest your brain. Don't do anything, just take a lot of naps. You can work for 20 minutes or, do something focused for 20 minutes. Then I want you to take 15, 20 minutes and take a nap. And I'm like, that's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. But it needs to happen. If my brain is going to go through the natural healing process that God has created for it to do, it needs the time to rest. So I have gone through this past week working my butt off basically and pushing my brain in order to process things, make choices, do what I need to do so that I can set up all the care that my husband needs so I can have time off. And to be perfectly honest and frank, it pushed me over the edge. It was like so much stress to even be in the middle of having to make decisions, and you need to find out, what do you need? What does he need? You have to separate those two. I'm like, how do you separate those? Like when I got married, two became one. And then with him with Parkinson's, I'm with him all the time because, or not all the time, but almost all the time. If I'm not there, then somebody else is there, or he's there for a short time by himself, but not long. And It's just hard. It's just been a hard day. And I have been missing being on Facebook, and I finally realized I'm not supposed to be reading. I'm not supposed to be watching a lot of video. So I do now do it in 5 to 20-minute spurts because they do want me to start using my brain a little bit, but then rest it and use it and rest it to try to reprogram it and get it back to normal. At least that's the current thing that they want me to do. And tomorrow, not tomorrow, Friday, I get to meet with my person again who's going to help me with the next steps that we need to take. So I know this is a bit rambly, but that's the way I am right now. My brain is very rambly. I get distracted really easy. I'm playing with my shoes on the floor. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been through anything like this, but if you have, I'd love to hear your story. Like, what helped you to get through? What helped you to feel like it's going to be okay? And how did you refocus? How did you get to the point where you just let go of everything? I read a post from my girlfriend Katie today, and it was talking about just stopping the fretting and delighting in the Lord. And it was actually when I did that that I got the idea to come on here and just talk and just let this be a time of saying, I'm real. Life isn't always easy. We have a choice, though, if we want to stay in that frustration or if we want to stop and delight in the Lord. So I am choosing tonight to stop and delight in the Lord, to know that He is with me every step of the way, every step of the way, and He's with you. He is there for you if you want to lean on Him. He is there for you when you cry out to Him. God is there, God is there, God is there. I am not a preacher. However, I am sharing what gives me strength. And if you don't believe in God, that's okay. What gives you strength? What is it that gives you strength? How do you find strength when you're feeling your very, very weakest? When you're feeling like you've really almost been told you can't live. You have all of these things you want to do and need to do, and then the people who are trying to help you say, no, I'm sorry, you can't do any of those. You have to just be where you are and stay where you are. We can't help you if you change or move or do anything different. And it's like, we're like shifting houses. We're in the middle of a change. Everything's changing. Everything's changing. So that on top of the brain injury has already been stressful. Then to be told that once I finally came to making a plan, which took about 3 weeks, I was able to finally, have a plan in my head. I know what I can do. We can do this. We can go up there part of the day, be down here part of the day. The house is fortunately only 3 kilometers away from each other, so it's easy to go back and forth for us in between them. So I thought, we'll sleep at the house that we're at. We'll live at the other house during the day, in the afternoons, at like lunch and supper, and then we'll come home. Well, one of the things that they want to do to help me is to have somebody come in and feed Rob the 3 meals a day. Great. Awesome. So I tell them that I'm going to be there and then we're going to be up here, and they're like, yeah, you can't do that. And all that was going through my head in that moment was, I can't live. I can't live. I finally have a plan to live and to move forward with this brain injury. And now you're telling me, no, I can't. And I was like, so it completely blew me out of the water. I completely broke down. It was a really, really, as I said earlier, hard day. But now I'm reflecting back on the day. I'm owning the fact that I definitely went over the top and I was dramatic, and I went into all of those emotions and feelings and everything, and I went with it for a little while because it's just, I couldn't help myself. It was just flowing. And I think sometimes that happens to us. And certainly for David, the psalmist, he had times where he would be overwhelmed with feelings and emotions and whatever, and he'd run with them. And then he'd stop short and he'd say, oh, my God, I'd stop and I delight in you, and I thank you. And I thank you that you rescue me and that you pick me up and that you help me get out of the miry pit that I cause myself to be in sometimes, and other times that, life just happens. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you, and I knew it wasn't going to be perfect, but I didn't care. I didn't care that it might be the wrong lighting or whatever. And I originally didn't care that I was going to hold the thing, and then I realized, no, I can't do that. I can't physically handle that right now. That was like too much to do. So I decided, hey, thanks, Audrine. So good to see you here. So good to see you here. It's so cool to be able to share this with you. And for those who are watching the replay, thank you. Comment, say, hey, I saw this and I love you. Or, hey, I saw this and you're a jerk. Either one. Cool. I love that, people are watching it. You either like it or you don't, and that's okay. Either way is fine. You like me or you don't, and it doesn't matter if you do or you don't. Because you know what? I get to be me. And I get to be who I am. And all 6 billion people in the world do not need to like me. I'm called to reach a certain few, and those who I'm called to reach will resonate with me and will appreciate what I have to give. And those who don't are going to find other people that they resonate with and appreciate what they have to give. How cool is that? The world is a really, really, really awesome place, and we get to share it with others along the way. So, thank you for sharing a few minutes with me. I think this might be the longest live session I've ever done. Probably because I'm rambling a bit, because I didn't really plan it out ahead. I just knew I needed to talk about this. And every now and then, I think it's okay to do that. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this and you do stuff online and you want to go live, or you've ever thought about going live, or you've already gone live and you want more confidence to do that, this is just an add-on that I didn't plan on doing, but Tiffany Lee Bymaster, who is called Coach Glitter, is the one who I am learning all of the tips from for making live better, making online live better. Can't speak very well, but that's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. So she's the one, and she's starting a challenge probably later today for a lot of you because you're in the U.S. But anyway, when I get up in the morning, she'll be going live and sharing something with us, and then doing Q&A in our challenge group. And you too can join the challenge group, and it is livevideoconfidence.com, a name and an email address, and you will be in the challenge. And I would love for you to join me. So if you're watching this live or you're watching the rerun, you can join anytime. She's going to do 5 days of challenge, and the first day starts tomorrow. So love to see you there. Look forward to seeing you again live, really, really soon. And Audrine, since you're still on here, I'm really just sensing to sing you a blessing, to sing you a song from the Lord. So here we go. Powerful, powerful, you are so powerful. God has you in his hands, and he's making you powerful, 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 full of the power of God, full of the power of love, full of the power of grace, full of the power of mercy. He's making you powerful, powerful. Alrighty. Bless.